Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's StarCraft 2 broadcast. Brought to you by CaptainAmerica SC2. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Cloud Kingdom. It is the Blue Zerg, aTnDarKFoRcE. His opponent, saying have fun, good luck mates. In the top right corner, the Purple Zerg, LiquidSheth. And yes, this is another game from the LiquidSheth replay pack. Brought to you by Team Liquid Pro. The link is down below. You can find it there. You can find all the replays. I can't remember exactly how many there are. Maybe about 12, give or take a couple. They are exciting games, fun to watch. This is the third one I am casting. It's a ZVZ. The other two were ZVTs. Definitely want to bring you a few more. If you guys like this stuff, it's Sheth. Fun to watch here. Fun to watch. I'm enjoying these games, and it does go pool first with what is that, a 10 pool for Sheth? Actually, I should be paying more attention. Or was it an 11? No. All right, so Sheth going for the early pool. Wants to put some pressure onto DarkFoRcE, and we'll have to see what DarkFoRcE looks like. He's saving up here for a hatchery. Actually, gonna go hatch first. No, he does throw the pool down. Okay. It's a good move going for, what was it, about a 15 pool. We'll be able to hold off the aggression here from Sheth, I believe, with that. If he'd gone for a hatch first, it would have been a little scary for a moment, but, you know, DarkFoRcE should be in a safe position now. Going pool first. Getting a few more harvesters, and he checked that he's up by 3 right now on Sheth because he waited so long to get his pool out. And now going for the gas geyser as well. Sheth, meanwhile, looks like he wants to quite possibly producing lings. And here they come. 2 more on the way for Sheth with the queen. The hatchery going down now for DarkFoRcE. Yes, and what does he have in production? He has a queen and 2 lings. So he sees this. I think he did see the lings coming out with the Overlord. And, well, what is he going to do? Can he hold it off? Sheth, meanwhile, grabbing his own gas. The gas here saturated for DarkFoRcE. See if he goes for speed. This hatchery might take some damage from the lings. We do have 2 out for DarkFoRcE at this point with 1 queen in the main. He's a little bit, there we go. Overlord just finishing. He was supply blocked for a minute there. 4 more lings on the way. And the question will be, can he save the hatchery right now with these 2 lings? Coming in here, DarkFoRcE actually, oh, look at that micro. Sheth saving one of his lings, able to get one from DarkFoRcE. And this hatchery is going to be cancelled, I believe, in just a matter of, yes, there we go. Queen coming over now. Must be careful, she is, lings here from DarkFoRcE, gonna hold at the top of the ramp. Reinforcements coming in. Speed also on the way for DarkFoRcE, and that will help. Meanwhile, Sheth droning up to get back into the lead economically here. He was behind for a little bit, also has not tried to take an expansion yet. His own speed now, just starting, not too far behind by about, if I could get the cursors up here, about 20 seconds differential there. And DarkFoRcE trying to take that hatchery over again as he pushes the lings back into Sheth's base here. Baneling Nest on the way as well for DarkFoRcE, just ahead of Sheth's. So both players fairly even. That hatchery, though, could... Well, that could be big. If DarkFoRcE is able to get it up, get it running, he's going to have that extra production. And it doesn't look like Sheth's going to be able to do... He does have the Baneling Nest, but at this point, he definitely has to do something before that hatchery kicks into full gear. You do have time. You know, that it, of course, has to finish building, and then you still have to... It has to pay for itself. It's 300 minerals there, plus a drone that DarkFoRcE has put into it. The opportunity cost. And more lings on the way for both players. Sheth now taking his expansion. So he'll be a little bit behind here. Will he be able to do damage with these lings coming in? Speed just finishes for DarkFoRcE. He could get a couple lings here on the way back. Yes, he's actually going in for the surround here. And Sheth going to lose some of his units. This is not a good spot. Just caught out of position there. Speed finishing for DarkFoRcE just 20 seconds sooner. And all of those lings do go down. Sheth now has to produce more. 10 lings on the way as well for DarkFoRcE. A couple banelings here for Sheth. That will help certainly hold the line against these lings. Both players have speed now, so fairly even game. Resources lost is also fairly even with a little bit of an advantage though for DarkFoRcE here. He does have that hatchery first too. It's up sooner with the spine crawler now on the way, and both players still on 1 gas at this point. Let's see if they either choose to go for roaches at this point or not. Maybe they will go for lair. Here come the banelings, though. The march of the banelings. 2 of them out here for Sheth. And 2. Oh, wow. 2 for aTnDarKFoRcE, 2 for Sheth. It's 2 versus 2. Will they explode? They do. Oh, banelings all over each other there. Taking each other out. Now aTnDarKFoRcE coming out. Check the ling count. It's 17 for aTnDarKFoRcE, 20 for Sheth. 22. So it's fairly even. And, you know, Sheth really just trying to put a little bit of pressure onto his opponent here, keep him from droning. At this point, though, aTnDarKFoRcE able to get a lair out. And looks like he wants to go for possibly the mute attack here. Though we'll see what he does when he grabs his gas. Oh, meanwhile, a little bit of a skirmish here. It's a knife fight. Oh, baneling is this? That's aTnDarKFoRcE's baneling. Okay, not Sheth's. And a couple more on the way. Looks like this overlord, or no, that overlord being chased away. Meanwhile, saturation's getting up there. Sheth is still behind, though, by 10. He is definitely behind in this game as he grabs a gas geyser at the natural. And what is this, a roach warren and an evo chamber? So maybe a +1 timing here with the roaches. He's going to have to do something, though, because he is behind economically. And that base was slower. Definitely playing from behind now. 16 supply. aTnDarKFoRcE in a good position. Looks like with this lair tech, he does have the gas, all 4 geysers. So could we see mutas? He does not have... He hasn't started mining yet from those geysers. As the skirmishes are still going on, the ling battles out here in the middle of the map. Ooh. And banelings. No, not the banelings. Nope, they don't explode. Not yet. 3rd actually up for aTnDarKFoRcE as the Spire goes down. Roaches and +1. Okay, so it will be a +1 timing from Sheth here, staying on 2 base. He's going to have to do something with that. But these roaches, 7 on the way now. Trying to see when the mutas will get out. Looks like aTnDarKFoRcE actually supply blocked for a second. Losing an overlord. Perhaps to a queen. The overseer coming in to scout. Going to get a good view of that. More lings skirmishing here at the 3rd. A little bit of a wasted baneling. Let's see, does aTnDarKFoRcE, he does see a roach. And, well, oh, there we go. That was a better baneling hit than the first one. The overseer is going to get in and see everything. So aTnDarKFoRcE knows what he's up against. Throws another crawler down. There are going to be, what, about 10 roaches out? No, 11 right now, and a few more finishing. Crawler's going down for aTnDarKFoRcE. Going to need that to hold this push. But once he gets those mutas out, it's going to be a very tough spot for Sheth. If we check, looks like aTnDarKFoRcE saving up. Could maybe go for 5, possibly here. 4 or 5 mutas. 9 crawlers on the way, though. Using all of his minerals on the crawlers. Cancels the 3rd. Really good call, because he's not going to be able to hold both bases with this roach attack incoming. 5 mutas on the way. A little bit of a baneling being picked off here from aTnDarKFoRcE. Another one morphing. Here come the roaches. Mutas on the way. With the crawlers should be able to hold the line, though, just long enough for the mutas to get out would be my guess. Let's see, roaches moving in, though. Will they just walk right past? Nope, stopping and attacking. The roaches are outnumbered, though, and surrounded here. Having to fall back off the creep. Looks like aTnDarKFoRcE is now going to engage the lings, push the roaches back as this last crawler finishes. And the mutas are out. 3 mutas are out. Now that is trouble for Sheth. He has no anti-air out here. Going to lose that overlord. And these roaches are going to have to fall back all the way back across the map. Now, let's see. Sheth going for another queen here for his anti-air defense, but he could be in a bit of a problem. It could be a problem here. Lair for him going down. But his anti-air, he does not have any crawlers yet. And just, what, about 3 queens when this 3rd one finishes. As the mutas come into the natural, how do queens do against mutas, guys? What do you think? Pretty good? 9 damage in a range of 3 versus 10 damage in a range of 7. So queens are pretty good, but we'll see what aTnDarKFoRcE does if he goes for a huge composition here. I mean, a huge commitment to the mutas. Lings from Sheth checking the 3rd, still not going up yet for aTnDarKFoRcE. And aTnDarKFoRcE actually banking up some resources here. Is he going to go trying? Okay, the infestation pit coming out now, as well as a roach warren. Looks like he's done his harassment with the mutas. Going to grab a 3rd and go into some infestor roach play here. Just using the mutas to gain some map control and force these roaches back. And now we see a spore crawler on the way for Sheth here at the natural. With +1 carapace on the way as well. So these roaches are 1-0 right now, about to be 1-1, about halfway to 1-1. And another evo chamber coming out for him. So the roach numbers are in Sheth's favor, but the Mutas up to 7, as we do have infestation tech, the infestors on the way, the pathogen glands coming out for Sheth, +1 attack, missile attacks as well. And Mutas from DarkFoRcE trying to do some damage. Oh, Baneling explosion! Woof, that was big. DarkFoRcE forcing these guys back. And 8, look at this, 8 spine crawlers here. Looks like DarkFoRcE going to move these guys out, though. You don't need that many right there, do you? Actually moving a few to the third. Going to get his third up. And DarkFoRcE, he had the natural up first. Now he's going to get the third. In a good position tech-wise as well. His infestors are out earlier. +2. He'll be behind in upgrades a little bit with the roaches. But I think having the Mutas and having the infestors first, it's just going to make a big difference. We do see 6 infestors now coming for DarkFoRcE. The infestation pit about to finish for Sheth. But he's going to be behind in that in the infestor count for a while. 4 queens here, actually. That is the anti-air answer for Sheth. 2 at the natural, 4 in the main. And that definitely would shut down this Muta harass. Meanwhile, though, DarkFoRcE really just using those Mutas to grab map control, picking off lings, picking off anything really out on the map at this point. And Sheth unable to push out because he doesn't have any anti-air to deal with that threat. Meanwhile, though, Sheth will take his third. Behind, way behind, actually, DarkFoRcE now saturating his third as Sheth starts building his. And, well, it's DarkFoRcE's game right now. He's up by about 14 supply. If we check the income, he's, wow. I can't even count that high. He's up by 23. Up by 23 drones. And here come the Mutas into the third. DarkFoRcE does scout that. Queens, though, coming over, going to prevent a good bit of harassment. And there's a crawler in the main with the queen here. So let's see what the Mutas can do if they pick off a drone or two. Might actually be able to do some damage here. There's nothing to protect the back of the line. The Sheth's rear is being attacked right now by these Mutas coming in, doing some damage. Workers killed up to 9. One Muta does go down, though, and oh, a nice fungal from Sheth here with the infestors. Gets the second one. He's got more fungals. These Mutas are... oh, another fungal goes down. Third Muta, fourth Muta falls. All the Mutas could go down. All of the Mutas are going to go down. 7 Mutas down. Sheth there with some nice fungals, and the Queen's able to take out 7 Mutas. From DarkFoRcE, who's actually grabbing a 4th base right now and going into Hydra Tech with the roaches. Now, that was interesting. Great play from Sheth, able to get those Mutas, but will it be enough to really change the tide of battle at this point? As Sheth has one Overlord stuck here in the main, just scouting everything out. Hive Tech on the way for Sheth as well. So he'll be on 3-base Hive versus a 4-base Roach Hydra composition. And if we check the upgrades, it's still slightly ahead here for Sheth on the Roaches. He's at 2-1. Meanwhile, I think it is 1-0 for DarkFoRcE with +2 attacks on the way. He's actually going to be down, yeah. Quite a bit on the upgrades DarkFoRcE is with the Roach numbers. And it's his 4th finishes. Like we see that saturated. Hydra Den as well for Sheth. So Sheth picking off those Mutas. That was quite a big hit to DarkFoRcE there. 700 minerals, 700 gas. Really just for mostly energy on the infestors. Shuts down his map control. But actually here, a split from DarkFoRcE, sending some into the natural, the rest going into the third. Looks like one Baneling going off there. More Roaches into the main as the main army of DarkFoRcE is positioned outside the third, about to push in now as the army from Sheth falls back. With great fungals here from Sheth on the ramp, preventing this army from engaging at the third. The Roaches in the main, meanwhile, are able to pick off, well, are they able to pick off much at all? At this point, we check the workers' killed count. It's up to 20. DarkFoRcE doing some good economic damage here, but he might just lose the main battle with his Roaches. Infestors in, dropping the fungals on the Roaches, though that is key. The infestors here really swinging the tide back to DarkFoRcE over the power of the upgrades. And just has superior infestor numbers right now. Able to take this army of LiquidSheth out of the game. And can Sheth hold here? He might just lose this third. There you go, GG from Sheth. So that early the tech switch into infestors there gave DarkFoRcE the advantage he needed to carry the game. Really was ahead with his hatchery early on, and then he had the Mutas for map control, held off the Roach +1 timing from Sheth, and was able to get his infestors out first. that really helped him carry the day. Even despite being down, he was only at 1 attack, no carapace upgrades against. I believe it was 2-2 for Sheth, and you know, the numbers were about even in the roach count. Those infestors though made a huge difference. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. It's Captain America SC2 signing off. Keep crafting.